Hey, fifth graders. Sorry I'm not with you today. I'm at a conference. Today is a really important day because you are now going to be taking your sculpture that you've been working on, and you are going to record your positive message and share that with people who are going to be viewing your sculpture. Because sometimes when you look at your sculpture, you might know what it represents, but this is the time when you're really going to share with others what message you were trying to present. So I will show you how you are going to do that today on Seesaw. You'll be recording your message, taking a photo, then I will be keeping your sculpture because we will be displaying these, and then I'll get them back to you. When you get into the activity section of Seesaw, you will see this activity that says Social Issue Sculpture for Change. So let's look at what Mrs. Snyder's directions are for you in this activity. So if I look at the instructions, it says, take a close-up picture of your sculpture in your camera roll. Most kids decided to do multiple views. It says to crop closely, so I shouldn't see a lot of other things in the picture. Number 3, upload the photo to this activity. Use the microphone to record yourself using this format. It has to be a recording, friends. I'm making a QR code and I want to hear your voice. So here is what you will say. There's like a formula for saying it. You'll say, hi, my name is, tell us your name. My sculpture is about, and that is where you tell us your issue. My sculpture is about hunger. My sculpture is about world peace. My sculpture is about animal abuse, whatever it's about. So then something that's important to tell about in that same section, it says describe your social issue and how you designed it. So I want to know, hi, my sculpture is about animal abuse. What you can see is, and then you're actually describing what you included. That's really important because we want to, as a viewer, be able to see why you chose to put, what you decided to put on your sculpture. Another thing you're going to say is, I chose this issue because. So why is this issue important to you? Why did you choose this particular issue over any other ones? And then lastly, at the end, we'll say, so my positive message is, and this is when you conclude your recording by restating the message of your sculpture. I wrote here, friends, be mindful not to handle your iPad too much as you record so there isn't too much noise competing with your voice. Speak clearly and loudly into the microphone. I shouldn't hear other people. I shouldn't hear other sounds. It's really, really important. Let's listen to mine and then we'll listen to some other examples. So let's see what mine sounds like. Hi, my name is Katie Snyder. My sculpture is about immigration. So what you can see in my sculpture is a person pushing against the border wall, which is at the border between our country and Mexico. I chose this issue because there has been a lot of talk in recent years about not allowing people from other countries to come into our country, to say that those people aren't welcome here. And I disagree with that. I think all people should be welcome here. So my positive message is everyone is welcome. Okay, so I talked about what my message is, what you can see on the sculpture, why it was important to me, why I chose it, and then summarize this at the end. Let's look at some examples and you can tell me whether you think they did a good job or not a great job with their message. Okay, here's the first one I want you to listen to.
Hi, my name is Emma. My sculpture is about cage-free animals. The chicken represents the animals that are being kept in cages. The door open represents the free animal. The sculpture has two halves to represent good, the open grassy field, and bad, the cages and the factory. I chose this issue to bring about awareness about cage-free animals. I encourage you to buy cage-free eggs and dairy products. My positive message is that animals need to be cage-free.
Okay, how'd she do? Did she make sure to share her message, talk about her sculpture, talk about why she chose it? Let's look at another one. Let's look at this one. Tell me what you think about this message.
Middle, my sculpture is about war in Ukraine. I made this sculpture because war kills people and Russia is invading Ukraine for no reason. My sculpture shows that war leaves places is scarred and with families with nothing. So my positive message is stop war in Ukraine.
So, how was June Meadows' message? He did share his positive message about wanting to stop wars. We did have a little bit of problems with audio. So remember, if you're handling your iPad, moving your hands around it when you get nervous when you speak, that's going to be picked up. He also didn't share about what his sculpture was. So because I know he had made like barbed wire and he kind of cut it to make it look like it was all like war-torn area, and he didn't talk about that. So make sure that you talk about what your sculpture actually is, what we're actually seeing as the viewer. Okay, last one I'm going to have you listen to. Notice how he took multiple views so that we can see his sculpture from all angles. Let's see if Kohoi met the criteria.
Hi, my name is Kohoi, and my sculpture is about stopping war. This sculpture is a tank to represent war, and it's all banged up to prove what damage humans can do to each other. My positive message is that we shouldn't fight against each other because we're all the same species, and it's all for something silly.
Okay, everything was great. I don't think he could have done anything about that person in the background, but just be really mindful. We don't want to hear anyone else's voices. This is a serious message and a serious sculpture that you've created. So spend your time making sure you have a Last tip, once you're ready to make your recording and you're hitting this microphone button right over here, once you hit that microphone button, you can then also hit this view instructions button so that you can read through what you're supposed to say as you're recording. That way you don't have to memorize it. Something else that some kids did last year is they actually wrote it down in their sketchbook, what they were going to say, and then read off of their paper. Friends, it should not be that long. Your message should be under a minute. Once you're done with your recording, you're going to put your sculpture back into the bin carefully, and then you can make a free choice. It's just sketchbook drawing today or drawing apps or art-related apps on your iPad for those who have permission on their iPads. Friends, that is it. We're not getting Studio Choice Center things out because there's another activity we're going to be doing. So do a great recording, return your sculpture to the bin. Miss McKenna will show you where that is. Make a free choice while you're waiting until everyone is finished, and then Miss McKenna will tell you what your next activity will be. Have fun, friends. See you later.